of weeks and not days for LeBron James. He's going to get some medical imaging on the injury. He's going to continue to accompany the Lakers road trip to New York. And then we'll see, based on those imaging results, whether he's going to leave the road trip and have to go back to LA or somewhere else for further treatment. The Lakers recognize there's going to have to be a next man up situation that they're in. They did a ton of work over the last 6 weeks to put themselves in a really great position in the Western Conference standings, but now it gets really tough. No LeBron James, at least for the immediate future, and they got 6 games in the next 8 days.
The Lakers are entering a treacherous stretch of their schedule, starting with tomorrow's game in Brooklyn. LA will play 7 times in 11 days, including 2 games apiece against the Nuggets and the Bucks. LA currently number 3 in the Western Conference standings, a half game behind number 2, Denver. In the game with an injury, more on that in moments, but let's take you to the action. Lakers visiting the Celtics inside a TD Garden, 4th quarter, 7 minutes left. LeBron drives to the paint, stops, spins. Can't do anything with that. The King is going to score. Lakers down 92-85. Ensuing possession. Keep an eye on LeBron here. Jaylen Brown scores a layup. LeBron asks to be taken out of the game. On the sideline, LeBron doing some stretching, exercising, testing the pain. Later, he would walk back to the locker room, left the game with a groin injury, did not return the rest of the way. Lakers would trail by 9 after his departure. So let's see how the Lakers do and how they respond without LeBron out there on the court. Luka Doncic, this is where you step up. And this is what he does. Off balance 3, banks it in. Lakers down by 4, ensuing Celtics possession. Jaylen Brown shoots a straightaway 3. Easy money for him. Celtics pulling away under 3 minutes left. Brown, air ball on the 3, but Derek White is there on cleanup duty. Passes it to Drew Holiday, who kicks it to Jason Tatum, who buries the 3. 40 points for Jason Tatum, 8 assists and 12 rebounds. Celtics win it 111-101.
Well, gentlemen, there was a world in which we would have talked about the Celtics building a 22-point lead, the Lakers fighting all the way back, and then it going down to the finish. But the story of the game between the Boston Celtics and the Los Angeles Lakers, unfortunately, Bob, is LeBron James leaving injured with a groin injury here. Where do the Lakers go?
Well, depending on the severity, right? I mean, this is a big MRI that he'll get, and they need him. They clearly need him, and they've been playing the best basketball of the year. But if it's a week, that's a huge difference, Malika, than if this is a 3-4 week. These groin things, the issue with them, and Perk, by playing, you cannot come back early from these. You cannot rush back, no matter what the record says, no matter what the seedings are. He has to get healthy because you can't risk him getting injured again and missing the playoffs.
Right. The most significant injury LeBron James has had in his career is a groin injury. Again, right now we're sort of in a wait and get a little bit more information about the severity of this. So let's turn to what we do know, and that's the Boston Celtics.
Well, I want to say this to Lakers real quick. I'm not that concerned.
All right.
And here's the reason why. Because whenever it is that he comes back healthy, the bottom line is the Lakers have looked the way they looked prior to the night because of him on the court with Luka. Having said all of that, think about the track meet that they was going up against, which is the Boston Celtics. Think about Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and what they bring to the table. Think about what Boston was doing without the services of Kristaps Porzingis. And I just think that when you look at it, what I was most impressed by was that Luka wasn't healthy either, and he still dropped 34. If that Luka continues to ascend once LeBron returns, this could be a preview of the NBA Finals.
They have this saying in championship locker rooms that is saying, lock in. Hey, it's time to lock in.
Yeah.
That's what we saw the Boston Celtics do today. They locked in and they turned it up another level and sent a statement to the rest of the league that it's levels to this. And when you watch the defensive performance they put on in the third quarter, you was like, oh, that's them. Mm-hmm. Al Horford sliding those puppies. Jason Tatum sliding those puppies who don't get enough credit for what he do on the defensive side of things. Sam Hauser, they was trying to search him out. He's sliding those puppies. And most importantly, I thought Jaylen Brown from the start of the game to the end of the game, he was aggressive with Luka Doncic and leaned on him, wore him down, picking them up.
Just like he did in the finals.
There's a gap between these two teams.
I agree.
Did it all.
I agree there.
Without Kristaps Porzingis, but the games roll on. We'll get you set for the Denver Nuggets and OKC. We'll see you then.
So look, last night was a lot about the Lakers.